Hi, thank you for tuning into my channel. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, all of those things helps my videos get pushed out. We are going to start doing a Archangel series. The first one we're going to start with is Metatron. It made the most sense to me because he's probably the Archangel I work with the most. He is the keeper of the Akashic records, which is our past life, all of our memories, all of our, even our future selves, right? Because it's like a library, a big library full of various things. Our life mission, the lessons that we intend to learn here on this earth, on this timeline. All of these things are in the Akashic records. So, it's almost like a database of the soul's entire journey. And I work a lot with the soul, so it makes sense that Archangel Metatron has become one of my main go-tos. He also works directly with sacred geometry, specifically, of course, the Metatron's cube. And this is like a spinning blueprint of light that he uses to clear away dense, stagnant energy from our chakra system. So when Metatron steps into your field, he doesn't just offer soft comfort. He brings in clarifying upgrades. He takes that chaotic, heavy static in your mind and organizes it into a clear, grounded path forward. So he basically helps you master your own spiritual power here in the physical world. So I'm going to anchor Metatron's frequency right at the top of our grid, so that we can bring him in. A grid, and the reason that I talk about grids all the time, and it might be a new concept for you because it was for me, but an energy grid is basically like, I think of it as like a web that we're all connected to. And, the grid disperses the energy to people in the best and most perfect form so that you're not getting too much, you're not getting too little, you're being supported by this grid. And an energy grid is able to hold our energy without anybody else being connected. So I don't have to be connected to you to send you this energy. I simply have to place it in this grid, connect you to the grid, and we all benefit in the perfect form. So that's why I'm always talking about grids now. If you haven't heard me, if you haven't done a session with me, or you don't know what I'm talking about, that is what I'm talking about. And my grid specifically is called the Lumina grid, and it's got all of my healing and all of my guides and all of the things in this grid to assist us. So it's much easier for me to just to place the grid. So there's a lot of high frequency energy coming in here as I tap into the grid. Some of you listening to this are very ready for some spiritual upgrades. So let's see what spiritual upgrades you are ready for. Let's pull some light worker cards here and see what spiritual upgrades are coming in for you. Ooh, that flew right out. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. Life path, which is directly connected to that shoot, I should have made the thing bigger. Well, you learn, right? You learn. So, the life path is connected directly to the Akashic records. Like talking about bringing Archangel Metatron in on that grid, and then here he is at the top. That's really interesting. So, as I start to get the messages, again, bear with me because I'm new to this, and usually I connect with one person's energy. When this card came in and the information came in, it was for a bunch of different people, so it's almost like a huge download right away. what I'm getting here is that a lot of you feel like you've been walking around in the dark. And, a lot of my sessions this month, these past couple months has really um, focused on this in between stage, right? Where we're not quite into the 5D vibration, the frequency, we're not quite there, but we're in the middle. We're not in the threshold anymore. We've moved out of it. And so now it's like walking into a dark room without the light on yet. We're not sure where things are, so we're sort of standing there, waiting for our eyes to adjust to the light. That is the best way that I can describe it, because it almost feels like all of us know that we're in the right room. We know we're going in the right direction, but we can't quite see, where it is that we're navigating to. And the interesting part about this is you're being Archangel Metatron is basically saying, or downloading, or however you want to put it, that a lot of you are about to start getting this clarity on what your life purpose is. It's like you're finally being upgraded to see exactly why you are here and what you are meant to build. And these connections, there's so many different ones as he shows me the way that you guys are connecting. Everybody is connecting differently because we're all on our own path. We're all a piece of that puzzle, right? And so, like, I feel like most of this journey has been other people understanding, resonating, explaining, standing in that information together. And now we're being asked to step out of that collective energy and grasp our own soul's purpose. So many of you feel broken because you aren't fully vibrating in this 5D yet. But you also know that you're not holding that old 3D energy, which again brings us to that in-between stage, right? So let's pull another card here. Let's pull a card for Dark Night of the Soul. And like when I say this to people, most humans are like, oh no, because we've all been through this, maybe more than once. But that isn't what this is about. This is more about not being afraid to move forward because you're afraid that you might go through this dark night of the soul yet. This is how it feels. It feels like you're in this dark room, like we talked about, almost like you're scared to turn on the light because that would mean another dark night of the soul. Very interesting. But that's not what's happening at all. We're being asked to trust in our knowledge and our wisdom, in what we've already learned, and to have trust in ourselves to turn on that light, because we're literally holding it, right? We've already been stripped away of everything, and now it's like we're being activated and being asked to trust that light that we're holding. And as I said this, I had this massive wave of information come in from Metatron where he is saying this is the exact frequency of his cube. And he says, I call it a grid, which, this is all geometry. His cube is also sacred geometry, same as my grid. So he's showing me his cube and he's saying, this is exactly what I do. This is what this cube does. It moves you from chaos and fear into structured clarity. You know, so the foundation is set and the guidance is crystal clear here. So Metatron has a specific message for everyone. You're not standing in the dark, you're standing in the blueprint of your own creation. The life path you're looking for is fully installed, but it requires your unique energetic signature to power it up. The fear you have of another dark night of the soul is simply an echo. It's an old program running on a timeline you no longer occupy. You cannot repeat a lesson you have already mastered. So the stripping away was simply the clearing of the construction site. The emptiness you feel in the in-between is not a void, it is a perfectly cleared grid. You have the Akashic wisdom, you have the tools, you are the architect, and the light you are holding is the power source. Trust the foundation you have built and flip the script. So that is my message from Archangel Metatron. Again, bear with me because I'm new to this and I'm literally pushing myself out of my comfort zone. Some of these newer videos might get erased because anybody that works with me knows how I am. It's funny because I make jewelry too, and most of you listening probably know that, but maybe some of you don't. And I had looked back on some of the jewelry that I made in the beginning and I just sort of laughed because, you know, you get better and better at it. So bear with me as I get better and better at this. If you want to type down in the comments maybe some of the things you liked, some of the things that were, you know, not so good, what would be another subject you guys would like to hear or learn more about. Is there any types of readings that I could do that are different? I know there's a lot of people that do pick-a-cards, but I'm trying to be different. But we all got to start somewhere, and this is where I'm starting. So thank you for everybody that has given this video any love. It means a lot to me. I don't know what I would do without all of you. And tomorrow we will do another Archangel, and hopefully we just grow and grow and get better and better. And thank you guys for just being here. You know, all of you watching this, thank you. I'm sending you huge blessings. Huge blessings. May anything that you do with this video come back to you 10 times fold. And I hope that you all have a wonderful, beautiful rest of your day, and I will talk to you all tomorrow.